All right, here it is, what you've all been waiting for. The Packle is going to be running Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2X. So please clap your hands and give it up for the Packle.
Hey guys, I'm back. Now we're going to play some Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2X. Before I start, just to be sure something didn't happen, I'm assuming the first skin won the bid war?
Yes,
okay.
Skin 1 won the bid war.
All right, so we're going with the classic skin for Rodney Mullen. I'm the Packle, of course. With me, I have Plumato again, Biglaw, and Mildew.
Hi. Hey, I was here last time.
So timing starts as soon as we load into the level. And it will start now. So this is Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2X. You might be asking yourself, what is Pro Skater 2X? It was pretty much a, oh, nice start. It was pretty much a...
remaster?
I would say remaster. It was, what is happening? This is a good start. Okay, so I have to reroute around this a little bit, unfortunately. This is a really, really bad start. I don't normally bail those. So this was introduced to the original Xbox as soon as it launched. This is a launch exclusive title. And it pretty much is Pro Skater 2 with Pro Skater 1 levels and some additional levels created by Treyarch. And we're going to try being it all in one setting. All goals and goals pretty much entails that we get all the goals in the level, all cash icons. Then we get all goals in competitions. What is happening? All these bails are pretty random.
All right.
It's all right. We can get out of this.
Yep.
Get that cash icon, grab this. Then I missed this over here, grab this real quick. So, you know, routing, you know. Grab this barrel, then we'll go over here and grab this icon. Sometimes the gaps right here don't really cooperate and don't count. So we will go over again. Got it. Oh, I got that one, not the one I wanted. Now I got that, good.
Yeah,
and
he's just gonna snag up the last of these cash icons, and he's gonna quit it to the main menu and get some.
I have to get the cash icon on top of the level first.
All right, of course. Sorry, I forgot about that one.
This one's pretty simple. If you miss the jump that I did before, all you have to do is just do a quick jump right here, a quick grind jump like that. Now we are going to spend some cash. We're gonna go and get speed stats up, as well as landing, because as you saw right there, I bailed a lot. With that, I will be able to bail a little bit less. So this is now School 2. This has never been done 100% in one run before. There have been attempts to by some of the runners in the community, but the best we can do right now is through tasking, because there's just not enough time to grab all the objectives, icons, etc. You have to do like a really, really long manual at the very end of the mission, and it's not feasible half the time. So we have to separate this into 3 runs. The first run is to get that, especially get the kickflip over the gap. Then we're gonna grab these cash icons right here. Then we're gonna do I was scared, I actually was gonna jump over that for a second. Now we're going to actually get the rest of the objectives.
Yeah, also when you reset, it puts you back at the start, and this kind of routing, it's really good because you can get a certain line of goals taken care of, and then restart and get the second line and third line.
Yeah, thankfully you don't actually have to get it in one try. You can just do a couple of them, retry, and then they'll be good.
Now maybe asking yourself, what is going on with Rodney right now, right? That's because this game has built-in motion blur. And I was considering actually having an incentive where I turn off motion blur, but come to find out, you cannot turn off motion blur in this game. You can turn it off, but it will turn itself back on at a random point in the run, and you just kind of have to deal with it. So it's awful, I know, I apologize.
Yeah, we all just watched him turn it off at the beginning before even being thrown, and
it's still happening.
It's still happening.
That's what off looks like.
You know, I'd like to think of it as just like enhancing the experience by Rodney having bullet time all the time. So
yeah. It's just max pay.
Sure. No, this is actually the real Tony Hawk's HD.
Yeah, we don't talk about that game. This
Wait,
week.
What game?
what game?
No game. No. There's no such thing as.
You play it though, don't you? It's like some ROM hack or something. I don't know what it is.
It was released by Robomoto, but we like to.
Who?
ignore it.
Wait, who?
Who?
They made like a video game one time.
Who? I've never heard of the company before.
I haven't either.
No,
All right. So
I
here-
need sources.
isn't ringing a bell to me.
Yeah, so
either.
here Packle's just going to do a quick wally, and that jump is only doable in 2x and the aforementioned HD game, which does not exist.
What?
What?
What are you saying?
Why do you keep mentioning it? It doesn't exist.
Right, sorry, my bad.
Next thing you're gonna say is the Pro Skater 5.
Yeah, Underground 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one,
Yeah.
I mean, canonically, yes, but
All right, so now Packle's just going into Marseille, and here he's just going to be doing a bit of cash collecting. Hit this crossbar right here. Ooh.
okay. Okay, I can do another wind up for it. Let's get this again. Okay, I
Nice.
got it for a second. Second try is not bad.
Yeah, all right. And he's just going to go into the secret area, collect the rest of the caches, and then he'll just make his way through the second heat of the competition, get that gold.
Yeah. So how competitions work in this game is there are like certain point thresholds you want to get. I think for here it's like 70K that you want to get before you mess the cash icon. 70K to actually get gold here. You want to get on 2 runs. The first run is to get all the cash icons, then you do a second run just to just get enough points just to get out of here.
Yeah, and there's usually like a specific kind of route that Packle's going to do to get to that point value very quickly.
And let it be known that airwalks are incredibly broken in this game. You get tons and tons of points from them.
So this is Venice. This is, in pretty much every game that has this, pretty much one of the hardest levels. Just for whatever reason, Venice is just consistently hard, and it's no different in 2X. I have to very shortly do a really, really, really difficult jump, so I'm gonna need some quiet time for this.
Got it.
Yeah, this jump is pretty notorious.
Okay, now to get a wind up. Bad jump. Okay, try it again.
We'll get him next time.
Try some more time. So I have to get this first try. If I fail this, then I have to just retry a goal. I don't have enough time to do this again in the run. And
That's easy.
second
Got it.
try.
Nice. All right.
Yep, there it is.
Easy every time.
Yeah, that jump is just very difficult because you're at a really weird camera angle, and the camera's fixed. You're not able to move it whatsoever, so you just have to know the angle and just kind of hope.
Yeah, you're also kind of floaty in the game as well, so.
And it helps in some scenarios, but not all scenarios.
Yeah, it makes some jumps possible, which are possible in this game, but not in the originals, and then it makes things a lot more difficult, so it's a little bit odd.
So you don't actually have to transfer over that. You can just grind over the gap and it'll give it to you, which is pretty nice. So next coming up is the Venice tail slide. This is infamous in pretty much every game as well, where sometimes it just does not count. I get that cash icon, which is good.
Yeah, that was pretty difficult.
This one right here, sometimes it just does not count. You'll do the trick perfectly every single time, but just randomly, it won't give it to you. But it did that time, so that's nice.
All right, nice. And
Almost, I had the good jump, but I think it was just too high, but that's not too bad either. So I have plenty of time here, which is nice.
yeah, this is a pretty good Venice beach so far. Only real issue is missing that spray can, but it's pretty much negligible because had some pretty good positioning there. And the bums are also being pretty good right now.
Yes, that one especially, like sometimes he just does not want to give you the, if you're too far left or too far right, he doesn't want to give it to you. But this was actually a really, really good Venice,
Yeah.
besides that messed up beginning.
Yeah, Packle has like a lot of time to get the rest of the goals here.
Yeah, like he's at like 8 seconds right now, but that is plenty of time. That just goes to show how tight this route is in Venice Beach.
If you even messed up a few tricks, you will run out of time pretty quickly and have to do like a really long manual. And even though, as you saw before, manualing in this game is a little bit easier because we have a balance bar, it's still not the easiest thing ever.
And yeah, now this competition here, it's just more collecting cash icons and getting pretty big combos, so now would probably be a good time for a donation or two.
You got it. We got $50 from Za saying, love me some Tony Hawk and speedruns. I've also got a $20 donation from Mike B120. Kudos to everyone involved with AGDQ. always looking forward to it and the work you do, despite making me miss way too much sleep.
Same.
I'm with you. I'm right with you. I haven't gotten to sleep yet.
I've been up since 8 a.m.
Where am I right now?
AGDQ2018.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, this is what this is?
Yeah.
Oh.
2018 too.
All right, I need some serious time actually right here. This is actually a very difficult trick I'm doing. Easy every time.
Nice.
First
Good job.
try, let's go.
Yeah, that first combo in Philly is definitely one of the hardest things to do in this level in particular.
Yeah,
but-
you really want to keep your combo throughout like this entire section because you get basically to the 6 score like almost immediately.
Yeah, it's really not the easiest thing ever. I've been playing this game for a little while now, and it's still not easy for me. I can mess it up very quickly.
Yeah, I saw that in practice as well.
Quiet. No, that didn't happen.
Yeah, having gotten those goals, just like the score on the tape, just kind of just collecting everything else, like the bells and skate. So.
Not enough
I'll come back. Yeah, I'll come back for it in this next heat, just in case I don't have enough time for this, because I should have enough time. I could have actually gone for it.
It's all right.
Could you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually a little bit ahead. You kind of want to have about 1 minute or so going into the second area. That way you have enough time for any dumb stuff to happen.
Nothing
Please
dumb ever
happen.
happens.
You saying?
Dumb things do happen, apparently.
Okay, so now we have to get, Now we have to get the lip tricks, which lipping in this game is kind of awful. You kind of have to press the grind button as soon as you get up to the lip for it to count.
Yeah, the timing can be a little bit weird, and that didn't happen in practice.
No, that didn't.
I jumped a little too early, and you can...
I heard there was a new route.
What is happening? Hello? Don't do this to me now. Rodney knows that this is a GDQ, and he wants to play awful for me.
Yeah, I mean, at least it's not Bob Burnquist.
The legendary Bomber Quest?
The legend Bobby B.
Bobby B, down the street.
Yep.
John Skateboard.
Hey, Packle, don't forget that $50 that you missed.
Yeah, I was gonna go for it. I want to go and get these lips out of the way because they're a little bit more annoying. It gives me a little more wind up as well to get that cash icon. Because if you do this, you pretty much over here for a minute. Now we have to go get the blunt side that I missed. I was a little too low on the speed for it, unfortunately, the first time around. Now you might be asking yourself, why haven't I done New York yet? I'll be doing that very shortly, right after this one.
There we go.
Easy.
Oh, not that.
First try every time.
Yeah, I just saw him do it one try.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, now we're gonna do New York. So how this game works is that when you unlock a level, and you unlock multiple levels, it only shows you the last one you unlocked. When we were done with Marseille, it said we unlocked Venice, but it would never give us the prompt for New York. So it's just easier to go ahead and go to Venice and come back to New York later. It saves on a load screen, and RTA time-wise, it's a little bit faster.
Yeah, and a little bit earlier I mentioned with the retrying the level, we're going to be utilizing that a fair bit in New York because it's just a very big level, and it just kind of puts us up in a good position for some certain goals coming up. And coming up here as well is going to be a pretty difficult goal and a pretty difficult jump getting this cash icon up here. And
Let's go!
That is incredibly difficult. If you mess it up, then it's like a 10-second time loss minimum.
And that's per attempt, and it's very easy to mess that jump up every single time.
Yeah, you don't have a lot of time to get the bonus off of the fountain there to really get enough height to get the cash icon.
That's also 2x exclusive. You can't do that in World 2, as far as I'm aware. You'd have to have like, max stats, and maybe you can do it, but the floating nature of this game assists us in making that a little bit easy. So now we get the last token. Now we're going to retry and take out the rest of the objectives here. Oh, nice car.
Nice butt slap.
Hey,
But-
they busted.
Was that buffered?
Hey.
You should know, I don't do buffer butt slaps. There's a reason people say I have like a modded controller half the time, because I just do it too well. So what I did right before, you can actually grind up the sculpture backwards, and it will give you the, what is happening? Oh, hello?
You spin me.
Be right round, baby, right round.
My controller stopped working for a second. There it goes. It's like literally, it would not accept any inputs. It just kind of did that. That was strange. Anyways, just kind of going with that. That sculpture thing I did before does not work in the GBA version of the game. It just, when the gap is actually spelled backwards. Shouts to C-Mac for figuring that one out.
Yeah, the Game Boy Advance versions of this game is, I have no idea, because I've never played it. I've yet to
They're kind of decent, apparently.
That's what I've heard.
All right, now that we have all the goals done, all the other levels, we are going to max out our air stat, our hang time stat, and our landing stat. And now we're going to go to the final level of the 2 section, and that is the infamous bull ring.
Yeah, so this level is going to be pretty fun. There's a reason that he maxed out his air and his hang time, because he's going to be making some pretty huge jumps right here.
Yeah, that's one of many that Packle has to do right now.
This one right here is a bit mean. Sometimes it just doesn't want to cooperate, so let's see.
Yeah.
Easy every time.
Hey, you didn't hit the light.
Packle has to do that again, but not only does he have to get enough speed to get up there, he also has to have the right angle, and you don't have a lot of time to really fix that if you mess that up.
Right here, I don't normally do that. Usually I just kind of take a sharp turn to it, but just for safety, I just gave myself a little bit of extra time to get the wind up. Now that we have most of the cache icons, we're gonna come over here and get the rest over here on top of this wire. And then, can someone explain where the rest of the cache icons are in this level?
Gladly. So the rest of the cache icons are found within piles of compost, and it's green because, well, you'll see. So he'll get the first cache icons found on top of the wire, but we'll see. All right, so he's nailing this one. He's going to jump down here where the bull is fighting it, or running around, and you can see in the poops they're green, and that's where the cache is held, because when you eat money, your poop turns green.
Apparently. Can someone confirm this? Actually, don't confirm this.
Like, your guys' money is green, so I just assume that's the way, so.
Yeah, that's why sometimes people, when people say, give me the cheddar, they are also talking about green poops.
The money. All right, so we finished the
now we're going to the worst levels in the entire game.
You mean
the best levels? I'm sorry.
C-Mac loves Club London.
That's his opinion doesn't count. Let's be honest here. So this is Club London. It is part of the 2X levels introduced by Treyarch. It is, for lack of a better word, awful.
Well, in a speedrunning sense, it's awful.
It's still awful in terms of like anything else.
Yeah, a lot of like the objectives are very like spaced out between each other. So routing this was really a challenge for Packle.
And it just doesn't make for very good lines in comparison to the rest of the levels that are presented in 2 and 1. So.
Yeah, a lot of these lines aren't really as fluid as the other levels are.
Like they kind of like made these like, I guess towards the end of development because they wanted a couple extra levels for as a bonus, but
yeah,
they just weren't great.
They saw that we had a creative arc function, so they just kind of went wild with it.
Also, as a reminder, it's Treyarch, so.
What did I say? I said Treyarch, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought I heard Treyarch.
Okay, I'm just making sure. Let's see if okay, you can actually, there's a very precise like pixel perfect seam. That if you fall on top of it, this entire area is unloaded, so you have to go back into the area a little bit to reload the level, and it's kind of awful.
Yeah, so like there's no collision or anything. All the goals are unloaded, so it's impossible to progress without having to backtrack.
That's awesome.
You didn't need that digit right now anyways.
I need more points anyways, right?
Yeah, you need about 4K more, so.
Is that plenty?
That's good.
What?
There we go.
There you go.
All right, so now we're going on to construction site, which is actually a little work in progress of a level. Like, it's just not great. So.
Yeah, it's also live footage of what's happening in the hotel right now, and between the hotel and the conference room.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, I got that jump. All right, that's actually pretty hard. That's it. The reason that's difficult is because you don't really have a lot of time to get that jump in. If you miss that as well, you kind of have to go back around and get to the seesaw.
Yeah.
I need 250,000 points right here, by the way, which this is like the easiest way to get it. All right, that's plenty of points. All right, now with that out of the way, I can just get this combo and boom, I have enough. So that's not the end of the level though, because now we're getting to the shaky hit detection. Hello?
Oh, right. Nice.
Did I just, that was an interesting trick. I don't know what happened there, honestly.
The training wheels aren't in this game.
No,
Where's Hot Rod?
never.
Yeah, so, oh, well, that's a big drop.
Hello?
You're not going to land that. All right, so I guess I'll talk about what
Please
Packle...
talk about this, because it's awful now.
All right, so what Packle was trying to mention earlier with the shaky landings or whatever is whenever you hit a ramp, there's a small chance that when you hit like a certain bit of collision, or bit of geometry, that you'll just kind of be moved to a different direction which you're trying to go. So you may see that here or there, but hopefully we're not going to see it in this level or in an upcoming level where there's
At the very end of the game.
At the very end of the game with a very specific jump, where if you miss it, then you're losing like 25, 30 seconds.
This is going to be an intentional bail, so I can get up here to this E.
E.
Just get out of here, please. Thank you.
All right, nice.
He says intentional.
Yeah,
He just
and
doesn't want you to think he's bad.
If you played Tony Hawk's Underground 1, you'll recognize this level from Tampa, and this is probably the best thing that TOX is ever going to grace with the Tony Hawk franchise.
Yeah, this is actually a good level. Again, enough so to add it to Tony Hawk's Underground 1, but even then it's passable.
Hey, Packle, can you do me a favor? Can you wall pant to Indy 900 for me, please?
You can't do that. That's a frame-perfect trick.
Yeah.
I don't think Indy 900. No, it doesn't need 900 in this game.
Can you do a boost plant?
Yeah, I'll do that for you real quick.
Yeah, all right, so now Packle's done with the 2X levels, and we're back into Pro Skater 1. And something I'll note is that the goals weren't properly scaled, so we're just completing a lot of these goals pretty quickly, like the Pro Skater goal, or Pro goal, and we'll be done with this level just quick as that.
Hey, isn't this from Tony Hawk's Underground 2?
Yeah, it is.
All right, so now, just as before with New York, we have to come back to score 1 later. We actually do it at the very end of this route. It's just easier on a load. So I don't really much to say about Mall. The only thing different is, well, there's a few things, I guess. We don't do the big jump that you see to the right in normal THPS 1 run. We just do this. It's a little bit faster, especially since you can get up there pretty easily. Right here as well, I need to slow down greatly so I can make this jump.
And
Got
nice. That was a pretty good jump.
Yep.
Pretty easy backup shot there as well, but hitting that first try is always really good.
And I bailed out of a grind. That's pretty cool. Sometimes that happens.
That was intentional, too.
Yeah, it's actually RNG manipulation because there's a crash possibility coming up. That's going to be really fun.
Oh, yeah. It's hopefully not going to see that.
It's always fun.
If it does, then there's a safety save, so that's...
Now we're going to skate park. I'm actually going to end the competition right now because it prompts you saying, hey, you have a new level.
Yeah.
But I don't want to go to that level. But it makes you go to that level by going back to the main menu. So you have to pretty much redo the entire competition again.
Yeah, and just doing some more competition, so maybe one quick donation.
Sure thing. I've actually got an interesting question for you. UZ donates $15 and asks, philosophical question for the couch. Is Tony Hawk a platformer?
Yes.
Well, that was easy.
I'd disagree with that and say that Tony Hawk's Underground is actually a platformer, but like the beginning earlier games are not.
Yeah, and all right, so here Packle is just trying to go for a very difficult jump here. You need to have full special and hit the wall right in the wall just right in order to make this.
There we go.
There it is.
Yeah, and despite having tried that like 4 or 5 times, it's still faster than doing it the normal way.
Yeah, it doesn't really lose too much time.
About 4 or 5 is about like, you're back on par with just normally doing it. But that's one of the few really hard tricks in this game. There's another one also coming up that on the next level that is pretty difficult as well. I'm trying knocking it off first try.
Yeah, and here Packle's trying to go and grab this letter up here in the walkway. Hopefully he can nab it.
Hey!
Yes.
Yeah, so that's a bit of luck, and like there's like a global cycle in which the animations have a bit of or the letters have an animation going on where they float up and down, but sometimes you just
Don't
can't
crash.
hit it. And
It didn't
yeah,
crash.
nice.
Hey!
No crash.
Woo!
Yeah, so there's a small chance that the game can crash on downhill jam, but fortunately that didn't happen. So
Of course it would happen on a bad run, but you know, what can you do?
well, it happens, but it didn't happen. So
All right, so I need some serious time right here because I'm about to go for potentially the most difficult trick in the entire run. It's pretty cool if I get it, let's see. But first I have to set this up. I have to actually get this A and follow bounds.
yep.
Let's see if I get it. Nailed it.
Nice.
That only stays 4 seconds.
Oh.
But it is the coolest 4 seconds you're ever going to save.
In the original Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1, nice, got it. In the original Pro Skater 1, of course, there is like a sort of big jump that you can do, but it's not really possible in this game. It's like almost pass only. Okay, good, I have enough points. Now we can go to Burnside. I know I need to do this because I know Gwish will be mad at me if I don't. This is a cool.
You got to nail it.
That nailed it. I didn't do it right.
I can hear Gwish mad right now.
Oh, no.
And that's a bit short on points. Might have to do 3 heats.
Oh, wow. All right, I'm just going to do their competition.
Yeah.
That's easier. Hey, there we go. That's how you're supposed to do it.
That's enough points for the first heat.
That's how you're supposed to do it.
I think we got it.
You think Bush?
Yeah, we got
it.
it. All right, nice. Good job.
I think
Not
he's happy
today,
that,
Bucky, not today.
I think he's happy that I went for it.
Oh, okay.
All right, so this is the level that we mentioned earlier with the slight chance of deviation on your ramp. But hopefully we're not going to see that.
But besides that, there's not really much else to say, so you can probably put in a donation or two.
Yeah, it's just a lot going around.
All right, Nami228 donates $100
Nami.
Woo!
and says, I am the Packle and I am the best. Time to show the world that this is true. I've
Shouts,
also
Nami.
got, sorry,
Go ahead. I'm just saying shouts to Nami.
$10 from Windfall. The Pro Skater series was a staple of my childhood. Big thank you to Packle for running it at GDQ and the Couch crew for backing him up.
So coming right here, let's see if we get a bad angle. Okay, we didn't get it there.
All right, nice.
Sometimes some geometry in this game is finicky and it will pretty much just send you in a different direction than where you want to go. And if that happens, you have no chance to recover.
That was
a great dodge.
Wow.
the hip bust in the trolley.
Wow.
We're not about it.
What bus? I didn't see one. I'm just kidding.
Almost made me flinch, actually.
Almost. All right, just get enough points. See, look, boneless 720 airwalk and me going backwards is 38,000 points. If that doesn't tell you how broken airwalk is in this game, I don't know what will.
That's perfectly balanced. What are you talking about?
Yo, shouts that car behind me with that nice horn. All right, now we can get to this, and then we'll go to score 1. You probably fit another donation.
Sure thing. We've got a $10 donation from Cass. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater is still the method my friends and I use to settle disputes. 1 run, school, highest score wins.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah?
I've also got $35 from Tyler Lasagna.
Hey.
Yo.
Good luck, Packle, on the Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2X run. Yes, I woke up at 5 a.m. to watch it. Anything to support AGDQ and the THPS speedrunning community.
Shouts to Tyler. Awesome guy.
There's a lot of Tylers, but shout out to that one in particular.
There's like, the joke in the community is that it's actually called Tyler Hawk because there's like 10 Tylers in the community. It's kind of weird. We have an entire role on our Discord, so we're just dedicated to them.
I'm convinced that some of them are not actually Tylers. They're just lying.
Probably. Actually, my name is Tyler. It's not.
Actually, that's not true.
All right, so we're actually going to the final level, Roswell. Now, this is the most anticlimactic, again, finale ever.
Yeah. So you want to get ready on time pretty soon.
Yeah, so that's the combo. That's it. So I'll do one more run and get gold, and as soon as the gold appears, that is time. And time.
Woo! Oh, 27:57 even? That's not
Yeah,
too
it's not
bad.
Yeah, it's pretty simple.
Not bad at
Especially
all.
that awful beginning. Fun fact, I actually got a world record in the practice room, and I was kind of hoping to do it again on stream, but alas, it didn't.
Yeah, so.
But that's it for me. I want to give a shout out to my couch, of course, and back couch. You guys are awesome. Shout outs to Tony Hawk's speedrunning community. You guys are awesome. I've been with you guys for about 4 years now. It's been a blast. Of course, thank you to GDQ. This is my first GDQ altogether. Thank you to Games Done Quick for allowing me to come out and represent my community. Shout out to my family, everybody for supporting me back home. And that's it. Thank you guys for watching.
Who are you again?
Thank you so much for an absolutely fantastic run, Packle. Coming up next, we will have our Chariot running the Elder Scrolls III Morrowind. And after that, Brando Oates will be running Michael Jackson's Moonwalker. Then we've got Le Hulk running The Magical Quest starring Mickey Mouse, so please stay tuned. Lefty232 donates $25. Couldn't be happier to support a great cause. You guys do an awesome job of making this event awesome. I've also got $25 from Shadow Invictus. Excited for the Morrowind run and could not resist donating to get more AGDQ in the form of Octopath Traveler. Thank you to PCF, GDQ, and the staff for putting on this event for all that you do. Hoot Wheels donates $50. Shout out to the Snouts Online crew. I'm sending what I can give to give cancer the game over screen. Good luck to all the runners. Noodle Caboodle donates $10. AGDQ is the best way to start out the year. Pokegal donates $10. It's great to sit down and watch GDQ again. Third-time viewer, first-time donator. And just a reminder about who we are here raising money for. The Prevent Cancer Foundation is the only US-based nonprofit organization solely dedicated to cancer prevention and early detection. Their mission is saving lives across all populations through cancer prevention and early detection. Their vision is to stop cancer before it starts. Casual Kane donates $100. Cancer is the boss we have yet to defeat. I love everything AGDQ does and had to support the cause. Mystical Phantasm donates $25. First time watching AGDQ, but I had to donate for a good cause while watching a good game. I loved playing Tony Hawk, and it is nostalgic to see it being played. We have a donation of $2,019 from Schmo Leo. In 2018, I lost 3 of my loved ones to cancer. This year, a grandmother, my cousin, and my dear friend, Chris's mother, my other mother. Mary, Leah, Diana, the Amazon. I'll miss them forever and always. Cancer doesn't rest, but neither does the AGDQ crowd. Still awake? One will give out first. Cancer is slow and hates classic games. Maybe AGDQ can do something about this. Yeah, we've got this. Big love from Lloydminster, Alberta, Canada. Cole Leo the Schmoleo says, save the animals? We still doing that? I've got a $250 donation from Anonymous with no comment, but thank you very much for your donation. And I've also got $250 from Germs with no comment, but hey, thank you again. We appreciate your donation. Kelly B donates $35. Absolutely need to make the Octopath Traveler incentive. Thank you to all the runners and staff for making all this possible. And I've got a $100 donation from Anonymous with no comment, but thank you. Okay, time is coming up. If you want to get your name in for the Morrowind character name incentive, you better get your donations in quick. Currently, Hod Towered is leading with Micro Macro close behind. Arby's trailing by quite a bit, so if you want to see any of those names run with Morrowind, get your donations in. I've got a $500 donation from Anonymous. Thank you, thank you. I've also got $10 from Anonymous. Here's to Cancer running out of quarters. Also to the guys dancing in the back.